Anambra State government to enroll people living with HIV/AIDS into Anambra State Health Insurance Scheme. Federal government inaugurates National Steering Committee for Adolescent Girls Initiative for Learning Empowerment Project. Israel and Hamas agreed to extend truce for seventh day. Before the news in detail, here's a special message. Governor Chukwuma Soludo has come for a total turnaround maintenance of the Anambra State economy and promotion of core Igbo values. Let's give him maximum support for the task ahead. Good evening and welcome to the evening news. My name is Uchechukwu Ebonam. Center for Excellence in Sustainable Procurement, Environmental and Social Standards of Federal University of Technology, Owerri, in collaboration with Center for Environmental Impact Analysis and Laboratory Services at Nnamdi Azikiwe University, Awka, has organized Tax A&B Executive Workshop on Procurement, Management, Environmental and Social Standards for Civil Servants and Teachers in institutions of higher learning. Correspondent Emmanuel Okonkwo found the report taken from here.
The workshop, which is ongoing at Nnamdi Azikiwe University, Awka, attracted participants from Anambra and beyond. Declaring the event open, Governor Chukwuma Soludo, represented by the State Head of Service, Barrister Theodora Igwebwe, described the training as apt in the present Nigeria, where public funds are often mismanaged, commending the Center for such capacity building intervention, which he said is in tandem with what his administration is doing in the state civil service, and called for its sustenance.
As a result of goodwill, the center has given us 30 slots for civil servants in Anambra State to participate in this workshop without paying a kobo. And we are so grateful to the center. The whole essence is to upscale skills as it relates to procurement processes, environmental and social standards.
The Vice Chancellor of Nnamdi Azikiwe University, Professor Charles Esimone, who was represented by the Deputy Vice Chancellor Administration, Professor Joseph Ikechebelu, commended the efforts of the Center in Human Capital Development, assuring that the university will continue to support them to ensure sustainability, even as he asked participants to take the training seriously.
All the participants to pay good attention. Today in Nigeria, procurement is a key issue because we want to follow the standards and follow the law so that we can procure items as expected.
The Director's Center for Excellence in Sustainable Procurement, Environmental and Social Standards of Federal University of Technology, Owerri, Professor Gloria Chukwudebe, and the coordinator of Center for Environmental Impact Analysis and Laboratory Services, Nnamdi Azikiwe University, Awka, Professor Hugh Madoka, explained that the target of the workshop is to produce professionals that can implement procurement projects according to environmental and social standards for improved economic development, job creation, well-executed government infrastructure, amongst others.
So you can see that we have a broad scope. Our target is to train enough professionals that can implement government's procurement projects according to environmental and social standards, so that there will be more economic development, jobs created, good roads, well executed government infrastructure projects like hospitals and schools.
The Anambra State Governor, Professor Chukwuma Soludo, has extended his sincere condolences to the family of the late Inspector Lucky Oke, who just passed on. A statement signed by his press secretary, Mr. Christian Aburime, said before his death, Mr. Oke was a police officer who served as part of the governor's security convoy until he was involved in an unfortunate accident in August this year. You have details.
The statement, however, expressed concern over claims made in an online report by one marshal regarding the sad incident involving Mr. Oke. According to the statement, the report falsely insinuated neglect on the part of Governor Charles Soludo, alleging abandonment and a lack of proper medical care leading to Inspector Oke's tragic passing. It made it clear that contrary to these baseless claims, Governor Soludo actually provided full support and assistance throughout Inspector K's medical ordeal, and that all necessary medical attention and care were promptly administered to Mr. K following the accident, while government ensured his medical bills were cleared and his salaries and allowances were paid promptly until his unfortunate demise. It added that all the acts of care and support by Governor Soludo have been duly acknowledged by the late officer's family, who, it noted, in their recent public statement appreciated the governor for his full support and denied the claims of abandonment and miserable death mischievously fabricated by the faceless Marshal. It noted that the statement signed by Mr. Chukwudi Oke, the family neither knew any Marshal or authorized him to speak for them, wondering why anyone will exploit their son's death to tarnish the governor's image. The statement said it is disheartening to witness political motivated misinformation being disseminated, exploiting a tragic event to discredit the image of the state government, and urge the purveyors of the misleading information to refrain from exploiting such sad occurrences to score cheap political points. It added that notwithstanding the insincere criticisms, the Anambra state government remains committed to upholding the welfare of its citizens and will continue to support and prioritize the well-being of its dedicated workforce, including law enforcement officers who serve tirelessly to ensure the safety and security of lives, and prayed that the soul of Inspector Oke rests in peace.
Governor Chukwuma Soludo has said that plans are on to enroll people living with HIV/AIDS into the Anambra State Health Insurance Scheme, ASHIS, to ensure they have access to all-round healthcare service. Governor Soludo said this at a one-day symposium held in Awka with the theme, Communities, Leadership to End AIDS by 2030. Correspondent Chibuzo Obidike reports.
While noting that Anambra and 3 states have been selected to benefit from a health insurance scheme that will see to the enrollment of people living with HIV, Governor Soludo, represented by the Anambra State Commissioner for Health, Dr. Afamu Obidike, disclosed that statistics show that 2.4% of Anambra population, which is about 98,960 people, are estimated to be living with HIV and AIDS, and are currently receiving treatment in 1.180 centers in the state. Governor Chukwuma Soludo also said that a huge number of people living with HIV/AIDS are yet to be reached, adding that stakeholder engagement is important so as to intensify the campaign for testing and treatment of people living with HIV/AIDS.
They are going on the road, they will call you, they want to check their HIV status. That is the level we reach on this. So let's deliberate effort in. Let's mop up. Let's see that people supposed to be tested. Where are they? There are 40% when we started. Yes, the target is that the first 95 we're targeting that people that are supposed to be tested. Are they going to? Can we be able to reach 95% testing? 95% of people are supposed to be tested. This morning, before I enter there, the former commissioner of Ogun State, who is going to champion this, called me that we are just 4 states in Nigeria that will benefit from. We are going to enroll huge number of people on that HIV into insurance, and they are going to do that.
For the Speaker, Anambra State House of Assembly, Right Honorable Somtochukwu Udeze, represented by the Chairman, House Committee on Health, Honorable Tony Moabike, reduction in stigma, lots of understanding and assistance from development partners will go a long way in ending the surge of HIV and AIDS. He restated the readiness of the State House of Assembly to work with every stakeholder to ensure that the state achieve its objectives in eradication of AIDS through ANSACA.
Stigma for people living with HIV/AIDS, I think there have been a lot of improvements in treatment and control. There have been lots of understanding because of a lot of research that has been carried out by scientists and by workers around the globe.
The Executive Director of Anambra State AIDS Control Agency, ANSACA, Mr. John Bosco Ementa, in his speech explained that the mission of the agency is to ensure adequate knowledge and access to HIV/AIDS prevention tools needed to reduce HIV transmission.
I use the opportunity to appreciate in a special way our people who have contributed immensely. We know this HIV disease was discovered in the year 1986. And since then till now, tremendous work and effort has been put to checkmate the spread of this HIV virus.
Also speaking, the program manager of USAID, Dr. Adora Anosike, the representative of Achieving Health Nigeria Initiatives, Annie, Dr. Onyeka Ugu, and Francis Nwankwo of Association of Positive Youth Living with HIV/AIDS in Nigeria shared their major achievements in implementing HIV/AIDS campaign, describing it as a positive journey so far. The traditional ruler of Okpuno, Igwe Sunday Okafor, who was worried that the disease has remained prevalent, advocated that community stakeholders should be engaged regularly to ensure that there is drastic reduction in the spread of the disease in the state. Highlights of the event were panel discussion and award presentation in Awka. Chibuzo Bidike, ABS News.
Over the years, the Anambra State government has made efforts to curb street trading, but the practice has defied all measures taken by successive administrations. However, it seems there is an end in sight to this ugly trend, with the introduction of 24/7 patrol by the Operation Clean and Healthy Anambra Ocha Brigade, led by Comrade Celestin Anere, the Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of the brigade. Correspondent Chibuzo Obidike reports.
The brigade raided major flashpoints in Amoabia axis of Enugu-Onitsha Expressway, Ochanja, Waliwo, Iweka Road, Tazan Junction in Onitsha Metropolis, and Eziweka Road, Awada, scattered away illegally displayed wares and food items worth millions of naira, while the trader blamed rising cost of renting a shop as major factor fueling street trading. Other stakeholders said the government might find it difficult to win the war against the menace as long as it continues to ticket the traders. While addressing traders and residents on the negative effects of street trading in the state, Comrade Anera stated that an all-round operation against it would be carried out in all parts of the state. According to him, the residents of the state were being made to face unavoidable traffic jam and hardship due to street trading, and explained that the operation would be directed at those displaying wares by the roadside, illegal blocking of streets for social activities, among others, and assured that his office would also continue to move against illegal collection of fees from transporters. The Ocha Brigade boss revealed that elimination of street trading would drastically reduce the rising cases of traffic robbery being reported daily on Anambra Road, and assured Ndi Anambra that the agency would not rest on it all in ensuring that sanity is maintained in all parts of the state. From Onitsha, Chibuzo Bidike, ABS News.
A two-day crusade organized by Awka for Christ initiative has ended with a call for all Igbos to come together and champion peace and togetherness. The crusade, which held at the Dr. Alex Okweme Square, Awka, was tagged Awka Citywide Crusade in partnership with all the churches in Awka. Religion correspondent Amaka Chibuzo-Koye has the details.
It has its theme as Jesus Christ reigns over Awka and featured salvation, breakthrough, healing, deliverance, open doors, and miracles. The crusade, which started since 1991, was a biannual arrangement aimed at praying for the land, downtrodden, idol worship, cultism, and all manner of immoralities in Awka and environs, as well as usher in new breeds of development and progress. The guest preacher, Reverend Dr. Omar Ubai, regretted the level of greed and disunity amongst the Igbo region, calling for total repentance, where they will love each other and know that Christ condemned killing and shedding of innocent blood, which he said has taken over the whole region. The coordinator of Awka for Christ initiative, Mr. Okezie Nebe, said initially they do organize it at branch level, but it has spread to a magnitude crusade, stating that their focus is that cultism will stop, as through prayers the community has witnessed government presence and development, pleading that those still indulging in idol worship should desist and embrace Christ. The Lagos branch representative of Awka for Christ initiative, Reverend Chukwuemeka Emeka, Emeka said due to ugly challenge witnessed in Awka, they embarked on the crusade to seek God's face to bring the community back to Christ, saying that the prayer are yielding fruit as Awka has witnessed progress and development.
Because of event of cultism, youth Christianness, and so on and so forth. So Awka has not been the way it used to be. And that triggered off the need to get the supernatural God involved to bring restore peace in Awka.
Special duties, Evangelist Jeff Nwabeze maintained that their trust is in God, who has helped them all through, as they have record huge success and miracles, including the successes witnessed in the land, urging all who attended to be rest assured that the prophecies will come to fruition.
Should go with joy, believing God that the declaration of the man of God is sure, because he heard from God before saying, before declaring.
Recognizing chairman of the crusade, Reverend Theophilus Oje, Deputy Coordinator Awka for Christ Initiative, Reverend Emmanuel Nwakase, and Evangelist Ngozi Obie, said the crusade was a huge success, calling on all to live Christ-like life and stop killings or shedding of blood for Christ to continue dwelling among them. Series of prayers were offered for Awka and environs, Anambra State government, and the entire society. From Dr. Alex Ekwueme Square, Amaka Chibuzo Okoye, ABS News.
The federal government of Nigeria has inaugurated a National Steering Committee for the Adolescent Girls Initiative for Learning and Empowerment AGILE project to monitor and ensure the success of the project in Abuja, with additional 11 states on the project. AGILE project, currently running in the country, is a World Bank-assisted project of the Federal Ministry of Education geared towards improving secondary education opportunities for adolescent girls aged between 10 and 20. ABS Abuja Bureau Chief Ekwuachide has the details.
The Minister of Education, Professor Tahir Mamman, while inaugurating the committee, said girl-child education is critical to reducing the high number of children currently out of school in Nigeria, and urged the committee to ensure they deliver on the job, as the fund suspended is a loan. He warned that the project will be strictly supervised, as the benefits of a successful delivery would trickle down to every part of the country, especially the grassroots, and charged state governments not to allow the project to have any form of handicap or suffer any challenges. According to the minister, the program is at the heart of the federal government because it is part and parcel of out-of-school children, hence a success in it is a success for the federal government.
Success here is a success for the federal government of Nigeria. Feel challenged, don't be the weak case or the weak link in this project. And all those who are coming on board to please sustain the momentum.
This is about what every father, every mother, every brother, wants for their daughter or sister, that she has an opportunity to learn, to grow, to contribute to the family, to the community, and ultimately to the nation.
The Minister of Youth Development, Dr. Jamila Ibrahim, was full of praises for the government for choosing a crop of committee members she said is a formidable team, and urged them to collaborate to impact on the lives of youth in the country to expedite development. Others who spoke on the occasion include the Minister of State for Education, Dr. Yusuf Sununu, the Permanent Secretary of the Ministry, Mr. David Adejo, and the Agile Project Coordinator, Mrs. Amina Haruna, among others, who gave varied success stories of the project and why it should be supported to ensure all factors leading to out of school for children, especially girls, in Nigeria are eliminated. It will be recalled that the federal government and the World Bank recently committed additional monies to boost the $500 million funding for the project to €2 billion. In Abuja, Princess Ekwe Ajide reporting.
It was a beehive of cultural activities as the traditional ruler of Ogidi in Idemili North Local Government Area, Igwe Alexander Onyudo, performed his fourth Ofala festival. The festival attracted sons and daughters of the community, including their friends and well-wishers from neighboring communities. Correspondent Amaka Chibuzo Okoye has details.
Welcoming his guests with an address, Igwe Onyudo said the event provides them with the opportunity to celebrate their unity and love, display their rich cultural heritage in all its splendor, pomp and pageantry, and also serves as an opportunity for the monarch's stool to address its subjects. Igwe Onyudo poured utmost gratitude to Governor Chukwuma Soludo for accepting his request to name the Anambra Airport after their legendary brother, Professor Chinua Achebe, and for the ongoing construction of Ugunwasike Road, linking the Enugu-Onitsha Expressway. The member representing Idemili North constituency in the State House of Assembly, Honorable Kinsley Udemezwe, since his inception as traditional ruler, Igwe Onyudo has brought total transformation, modernized their culture, and placed high premium in helping the needy and downtrodden, as well as ensuring their peace between them and their neighbors.
All thanks to him because of his way of leadership and his compassionate and the lesson. And I'm going to encourage you more and more because they
Contributing on achievements of Igwe Onyudo, the Transition Committee Chairman of Idemili North, Chief Chuks Ibuanwa, described Igwe Onyudo as a philanthropist par excellence and a man to reckon with, calling on Ndi Ogidi to support him for total transformation in the community, praying God for his successful reign. On his part, the traditional Prime Minister of Akanato Ogidi, Engineer Chukwuemeka Nwabeze, said the Ofala was to show appreciation to God for what he has done in the lives of Ndi Ogidi and as well displayed their rich culture and traditions to other tribes. The chairman of organizing committee 2023 Ofala Festival, High Chief Christ Omudiwe, noted that they were conferred with chieftaincy title to help in developing the community, as Igwe Onyudo is passionate enough to see that his subjects succeed. 24 illustrious sons of the community, drawn from the four quarters, received chieftaincy titles, including being elevated as high chiefs for their contributions to the growth and development of the community. The wife of the Ogidi monarch, Chief Mrs. Patricia Onyudo, Ndi Otuodu na Ekwe Ogidi, Ndi Chair, government officials, representatives from Emir of Kanu led by Prince Bello Adebayero, and many other dignitaries were also at hand to witness the event. From Ogidi, Amaka Chibuzo Okoye, ABS News.
The truce between Israel and Hamas has been extended for a seventh day. Sources from both sides announced just minutes before the agreement was set to expire. Israel's military said that the temporary pause in fighting in Gaza Strip will continue in light of the mediators' efforts to continue the process of releasing hostages and subject to the terms of the agreement. In a separate statement, Hamas said an agreement has been reached to extend the temporary ceasefire, which initially began on Friday. The truce will be extended for at least another 24 hours. Qatar, which has been mediating between the two sides, said the agreement was being extended under the same terms as in the past, under which Hamas has released 10 Israeli hostages per day in exchange for 30 Palestinian prisoners. Until the last hour, the prospect of an extension was in question after the two sides failed to agree on the new list of Israeli captives to be released from Gaza. From the world of sports, the Super Eagles have dropped 2 places in the latest FIFA World Ranking. According to latest rankings published on FIFA's website, they dropped from 40th to 42nd position. The slump in the ranking is connected with the team's disappointing showing in the 2023 FIFA World Cup qualifiers. They played out 1-1 draws with the Lukna of Lesotho and Warriors of Zimbabwe. The Super Eagles are third in their group behind Rwanda and South Africa. Osipiciero's side, however, maintained the 6th position in Africa. Morocco, Senegal, Tunisia, Algeria and Egypt are the top 5 teams in Africa. Before we go tonight, remember that you can follow news and programs on ABS TV from many parts of the world by liking our Facebook page at Anambra Broadcasting Service. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at ABS Television, Oka. On X, we are ABS Radio TV. On Instagram, we are ABS Radio TV. You can log on to our website at www.absradiotv.com. And now the main points that made the news again tonight. Governor Soludo has advocated regular capacity building programs to improve productivity. Anambra State government is to enroll people living with HIV/AIDS into Anambra State Health Insurance Scheme. Federal government has inaugurated National Steering Committee for Adolescent Girls Initiative for Learning Empowerment Program. From the foreign scenes, we told you that Israel and Hamas have agreed to extend truce for 7th day. Governor Chukwuma Soludo has come for a total around maintenance of the Anambra State economy and promotion of core Igbo values. So it's giving maximum support for the task ahead. And that's all on the news tonight. My name is Uche Chukwu Ibonam. Good night.